Danny, a 3-1 win against Tamworth. How do you sum up today's performance?
I think it's always going to be difficult to get a real flow, exciting game with no fans in the crowd. A couple of weeks to the real important stuff, so to speak. So coming out with no injuries is the major plus. I think Danny Rowe scoring 2, providing the 3rd, shows the quality he's got. I think we had 26 shots today, so I suppose slight disappointment we didn't score 4 or 5 more. But we've still got 2 weeks to start the season. It's still pre-season, so there's going to be the odd mistake. Poor goals to concede, but you'd rather make those mistakes now than at Aldershot on the first game of the season. So things are getting ironed out slowly. We've got 2 weeks to go, and we're going in the right direction.
Do you feel like the game was sort of decided today, and the influence of it was purely because it was such an empty stadium, and you felt there wasn't much momentum today, was there, with the lack of fans?
Yeah, as I say, I think that's from the start when the boys come out and it's no one in the crowd. It's sometimes difficult for both teams, to sort of get yourselves going. But I thought we did. We had a very good start, and it's always tough when you miss a few chances. You don't go in 3 or 4 at the break. You give them a chance to come out and get back in the game. But I think the biggest thing the manager was disappointed with was the 15 seconds in we give away a sloppy free kick, and then the lad has a free header. So we know that teams in our league, all due respect to Tamworth, will punish us. So Tamworth punished us today, so we've got to make sure we don't make those sort of mistakes going into Aldershot.
And Danny Rowe and Stefan Payne really look like they're starting to form a partnership up top. Do you feel that way, and how do you feel that they're getting on and doing?
Yeah, they've played a lot of minutes together as a pair, so that it takes time. Payne's come in as a new player. Rowe, he come in towards the end of last season. The gaffer likes to play different styles, sometimes one up with 2 lads behind, 2 up with 1 behind, etc, etc. So it's important all the boys know what they're doing and when they're doing it and how they're doing it in that final third of the pitch. But Payne's worked his socks off since he's come in the building, and Rowie today, you just see his quality, and I think a few of their lads are going to have New Balance things on their chest with the ball hit him and the free kick. So he's got a bit of a power foot, but he's got some finesse as well, and as a pair they're doing all right.
And how do you feel preparations are going towards 2 weeks today, the season starts? How do you feel that pre-season has gone, and what else is there left to do now?
Win at Aldershot. I think that's what you've got to do. You've got to look forward to that. Everything we're doing, everything the manager puts in place is to that first game of the season and beyond. You can't, I've been at clubs in the past where you win every pre-season game 6-0 and then you lose the first 4 league games. That's how it goes sometimes. So I know the manager says it a lot, and he's right. It isn't about the results as such, but as we're getting nearer, obviously we want to put balls in the back of the net. We want to win games. We want to let the forwards get their confidence right going in. We want to keep clean sheets. So the only disappointment today, like I keep saying, is we didn't score a few more and we didn't keep a clean sheet. But apart from that, very good workout.
And then Maguire wasn't in the squad again today. A bit of concern last week with the head injury that he got. How is he, and is there any update you can give us on that?
Yeah, he's a lot better. I think it's the concussion rules. He's got a whack on the head, so we have to do the protocols, etc, etc. So he's feeling a lot better. And like I say, you'd rather not have that at all, but you'd rather have this problem with him now and going into the league games and getting it and missing some competitive fixtures.
And a few other absentees was Jeff King and Grimes. How are they doing, and why weren't they involved today?
Yeah, doing all right. They've got a couple of little strains, but only mild strains. They should be back, hopefully, training next week.
And then finally, Joe Rowley came on again today in that right wing-back position. Is that somewhere that the gaffer sees him playing next season? And because obviously we're not used to really seeing him play there, so it's different, I suppose, to see him there. Is that somewhere that you guys see him and as his position?
I think a lot of people at this club have said to me that when you say what's Joe's best position, a lot of them see him as a wide man. I suppose if you play 4-4-2, he could do that fantastically. Because we don't really play that system at the moment, it might change. That's the natural position for him to come on at times, but he is, I always say, it's always a good strength to be versatile because you always got more chance getting in the team. So he's come on today, showed some glimpses. He's a great lad, works ever so hard, and it just shows the strength of the squad we got.
And then finally, Grimsby next week, the final pre-season fixture. The squad, yourself and everyone at the club must be really looking forward to that. I thought, fans being allowed in, a little bit of a rivalry there with Grimsby, so it should be a tasty fixture. You must be looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's a bit tasty, so to speak. So hopefully everyone behaves themselves, and that's why it's a 1 o'clock kick-off, I think. But it's nice to go into it. I know people have said, well, they're in our league, but what better preparation do you need to play someone who's going to be up there, hopefully with us this season? Really test themselves against some good opposition. Paul Hurst, the manager, he's taken over. We've got some new players in. It's that last game before the start, and no one's guaranteed a place in any team all over the country, and they want to impress the manager the week before the season starts. And you're right, though, there'll be a nice few thousand in here, and hopefully a nice sunny day.